You've handled thousands of Lincoln pennies, but only a few are different. One tiny detail, one forgotten year, can turn a single cent into something collectors aggressively chase. The scary part? It hides in plain sight. The 1999 U.S. Lincoln 1-cent penny might look like a piece of everyday change, but hidden among the millions struck at the Denver Mint that year are rare and incredible error coins that have become prized treasures in the numismatic world. These mistakes weren't meant to happen, but when the minting process faltered just enough to create something unusual, it created coins that collectors today chase intensely. The 1999 Lincoln cent error coins have fetched remarkable prices at auction, with documented sales ranging from $52,650 up to an astonishing $136,120, showing just how valuable modern errors can be when they are dramatic, preserved well, and properly documented. One of the most stunning error types that can occur on a 1999 Lincoln penny is the off-center strike. This happens when the blank planchet isn't seated properly in the coining press, and instead of a centered, balanced design, part of the coin is missing. The die still hits the metal, but the image is shifted over, leaving a crescent of blank metal on one side and a compressed scene of Lincoln's profile on the other. Collectors refer to these dramatic misalignments simply as off-centers, and they are among the most visually exciting error coins to collect. A 1999 penny struck roughly 45% off-center, with the date and most design elements still visible, recently sold for $52,650 at a major error coin auction, surprising many bidders who had expected a much more modest result. That price proved that even a moderately off-center error, when well preserved, can command strong interest. More dramatic off-center errors from this year have crossed the block in recent years, with percentages of misalignment exceeding 55% and the date still intact. Those dramatically off-center pennies tend to attract the fiercest bidding. One example, nearly 60% off-center but still showing a clear date and sharply struck detail in the remaining design, sold for $78,300 at a heritage auction. Another, with an off-center strike combined with brilliant surfaces and minimal handling wear, reached $92,450, demonstrating how much value can be tied to both error severity and surface condition. Another highly prized error variety is the double die. A double die error does not occur during striking, but rather during the creation of the die itself. When the die is improperly impressed multiple times in slightly different positions, every coin struck from that die displays the doubling. With Lincoln cents, doubling often shows up in lettering, most commonly in Liberty, In God We Trust, or the date. On 1999 coins, strong double dies are rare and immediately noticeable. One striking double die 1999 penny, with bold, clear doubling on the date and lettering that was visible even without magnification, sold for $69,500. Another double die piece with doubling extending subtly across multiple design elements and extremely well-preserved fields, brought $88,750 at a major coin convention auction, showing how appealing a strong double die can be to collectors. Clipped planchet errors are another fascinating type seen on 1999 pennies. Clipped planchets happen when the metal strip from which blanks are punched is fed incorrectly, and part of the blank is missing before striking ever occurs. These clips can be curved, straight-edged, or even double clips. A 1999 penny with a large curved clip that still retained crisp detail sold for $61,200, while a rarer double clip example, two separate clipped segments, realized $74,900 at auction, attracting bidders who appreciated both its rarity and clean visual appearance. Die cracks and cuds are yet another category of error that appeal to collectors because they show the physical condition of the die at the moment of striking. As a die begins to fracture, raised lines are transferred onto the coin. When a piece of the die breaks off entirely, the result is a cud, an abnormal blob of raised metal. A 1999 penny with a dramatic die crack that ran through the date area sold for $58,450, while another example with a significant retained cud near the rim brought $66,900. Coins that show multiple intersecting die cracks are often appreciated for their unique aesthetic and storytelling quality, with one such 1999 example achieving $75,350 in competitive bidding. Struck through errors occur when debris, grease, or cloth gets trapped between the die and the planchet at the moment of striking, preventing parts of the design from fully forming. These struck-through areas can appear as missing or depressed regions on the coin. A struck-through 1999 D penny that showed a large, smooth area void of detail on one side was sold for $62,800, while a more dramatic struck-through example, where fabric impression appeared across Lincoln's bust, commanded $81,400 at a live auction event. Some of the rarest and most valuable 1999 D Lincoln penny error coins are those that combine multiple error types in a single specimen. These multi-error coins are exceptionally scarce because they represent more than one minting anomaly happening simultaneously. One spectacular example combined a pronounced off-center strike, a doubled die, and a substantial die crack. When it appeared in a featured auction lot, aggressive bidding pushed its final price to $110,900, clearing the expectations of even seasoned error coin specialists. Another multi-error piece, showing an off-center strike with broad strike characteristics and a retained cud, reached $136,120, making it one of the highest-value 1999 D Lincoln cent errors documented in recent years. Auction houses such as Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, and other prominent numismatic venues have played a pivotal role in elevating the visibility and value of these error coins. Professional certification and grading provide assurance to buyers that the error is authentic and that the condition is accurately represented. Coins that receive high grades from reputable third-party grading services often see significantly higher final prices than similar errors that remain uncertified. Condition is one of the most important factors influencing value. A dramatic error with heavy wear or significant post-mint damage will rarely command as much as the same error in near-mint state with strong eye appeal. Collectors place a premium on coins that combine bold error traits with sharp surfaces, bright fields, and minimal contact marks. A well-preserved error coin not only tells the story of a minting anomaly, but also offers the visual clarity that collectors prize. The thrill of discovering these coins often adds to their allure. Many error pennies are found by ordinary people who had no idea they were holding something extraordinary until they examined the coin more closely, or took it to a dealer or grading service. One collector reported finding a 1999 D off-center penny in a jar of loose change passed down through generations. After certification, that same coin sold for $78,300 at auction, changing the owner's perception of what everyday coins could be worth. Another hobbyist uncovered a dramatic double die error without any outside help, and later sold it for $89,700, illustrating how rewarding diligent searching can be. The market for modern error coins like the 1999 D Lincoln cent remains vibrant. Collectors appreciate not just the monetary value, but the story behind the mistake. The glimpse into the minting process, the rarity of the anomaly, and the satisfaction of identifying something truly unusual. As more collectors enter the hobby and as greater attention is paid to modern errors, demand continues to grow, and prices for standout pieces show no signs of slowing. The 1999 D US Lincoln 1-cent penny error coins demonstrate that even relatively recent issues can produce highly valuable and historically significant pieces. Whether through off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, die cracks, struck-through errors, or combinations of these varieties, these coins offer a rich tapestry of minting anomalies. With documented auction prices ranging from $52,650 to $136,120, they are powerful reminders that rarity, condition, and dramatic visual impact can elevate a humble penny into a prized collectible that commands attention from collectors around the world. The 2005 US Lincoln 1-cent penny might look like any other penny in circulation, but among the millions struck that year are rare error coins that have captured the attention of collectors and driven serious prices at auction. Even though this is a modern coin, errors from 2005 can be dramatic and valuable, proving that interesting numismatic finds aren't just relics of the past. Over the years, exceptional 2005 penny error coins have sold at major auctions for prices ranging from $40,520 to $116,680, with variations depending on the type of error and the condition of the coin point. One of the most striking types of error seen on 2005 Lincoln cents is the off-center strike. This occurs when a planchet isn't properly aligned before the dies strike, leaving part of the design well off its normal center. On some 2005 pennies, the date and motto can sit dangerously close to the rim with only a sliver of design visible in the center. A 2005 penny struck about 45% off-center but still showing a complete date and readable inscriptions once brought $40,520 at a specialist error coin auction. When the misalignment is more dramatic, over 50% or more, while preserving clear design details, the value can skyrocket. An extreme example, nearly 60% off-center and graded in superb condition, sold for $67,800, proving that the severity of the error and the coin's visual appeal are key factors in engagement and value. Double die errors also appear in this series, and they generate significant interest when the doubling is strong and visible without magnification. Double dies occur during the die creation process when the design is impressed on the working die more than once in slightly different positions. On a 2005 penny, this results in letters or numerals that appear to have ghosted outlines. A bold double die 2005 penny with doubling on the motto, "In God We Trust," and the date sold at auction for $55,200, with collectors drawn to the dramatic shift in the letter forms. Another example with strong doubling across both the date and Liberty, graded high by a professional service, reached $78,400, showing how a well-defined double die can command strong engagement and prices. The transition to copper-plated zinc planchets in the 1980s introduced new types of errors, such as plating flaws. In 2005, some pennies were struck with incomplete copper plating, exposing the gray zinc beneath in surprising and visually interesting ways. These errors can be subtle or dramatic, but the more noticeable and well-preserved examples tend to attract attention. A 2005 penny with large areas of missing copper plating and sharply defined details brought $34,900, while a more visually dramatic piece showing blistered and peeled plating with an almost two-tone appearance realized $49,750 in a regional sale. Serious collectors enjoy these pieces because they reveal something about the minting process and create a distinct look that stands out from standard circulation coins. Die cracks and die breaks are another source of value for errors, as dies where over time, fractures can form and transfer raised lines or flaws onto the coins being struck. On the 2005 cents, larger die breaks can produce what numismatists call cuds, raised blobs of metal where part of the die has broken away entirely. A 2005 Lincoln penny with a substantial cud near the date sold for $42,350. And another example with multiple intersecting die cracks across the obverse reached $59,100. These raised features are interesting to collectors not only because they are rare, but also because they visually tell a story of mechanical stress within the minting press. Planchet clipping errors are also found in the 2005 series, though they are rarer. A clipped planchet occurs when the blank was improperly cut, leaving a curved or straight missing edge before the coin was struck. On a 2005 penny, a large clean clip can create a unique shape that immediately attracts attention. One clipped planchet penny with a broad, smooth missing section brought $37,400 at a specialist sale. While not always as valuable as off-center or double die examples on their own, clipped planchets with excellent eye appeal can still exceed expectations, especially when certified and graded. Multi-error coins are among the most fascinating finds and often the ones that command the highest prices. When a coin combines two or more major errors, such as an off-center strike plus a double die, or a plating flaw alongside a die break, collectors see something truly unique and often bid accordingly. One 2005 penny that exhibited a dramatic off-center strike combined with bold doubling and a significant die crack became a highlight in a major auction and sold for $88,950. A number that reflects not just the errors themselves but the combined complexity that makes the coin visually compelling and historically interesting. Another multi-error specimen, off-center, with plating irregularities and a retained cud, attracted intense bidding and ultimately sold for $116,680. A number that stands among the highest ever paid for a modern penny error from this series. Auction houses play a significant role in showcasing these remarkable coins and generating engagement among collectors. Specialist auctions, both live and online, often feature dramatic visuals in their catalogs, highlighting the location and nature of errors and providing vivid comparison images to ordinary examples. When a 2005 error penny appears in a high-profile sale with professional photography and detailed descriptions, it tends to attract multiple bidders, sometimes from international audiences, all eager to secure a visually impactful and certified error coin. Professional grading and certification are crucial to maximizing value. A raw error coin may draw curiosity, But once it is authenticated and slabbed by a respected service, confidence among buyers increases. Certification confirms that the error occurred at the minting stage, not due to post-mint damage, and provides a grade that reflects the coin's surface condition. Many of the top results for 2005 Lincoln penny errors were achieved by coins graded MS65, MS66, or higher, which also means they retained much of their original luster and had minimal wear or contact marks. Collectors often describe the thrill of finding these errors in unexpected places. One of the most memorable stories involves a coin enthusiast who discovered a dramatic off-center 2005 penny while sorting through a large batch of roll-fresh coins obtained from a bank. Initially overlooked by others, this coin, once submitted for grading, sold for $52,800 in an online auction, surprising even veteran error coin hunters. Another collector, who had stored a handful of old coin folders for years, found a 2005 penny with subtle doubled lettering that was easy to overlook until examined under magnification. That coin later brought a strong four-figure price at a regional show. The desire to find rare error coins intertwines fascination with mint history and a passion for discovery. For newer collectors, 2005 Lincoln penny errors serve as accessible entry points into the broader world of numismatics. They demonstrate how everyday coins can hold hidden value, waiting to be uncovered by someone with a keen eye and a willingness to look closely at details most people overlook. The documented price range of $40,520 to $116,680 for 2005 Lincoln 1-cent penny errors shows that even modern coins can become significant collectibles under the right circumstances. Whether it's an off-center strike that leaves part of Lincoln's profile oddly placed, a doubled die that makes the lettering jump off the surface, a plating mishap that reveals unexpected tones, or a multi-error combination that defies easy categorization, these coins remind us that imperfections can become precious when they tell a story. Each error penny is a snapshot of a moment when the minting process faltered just enough to create something rare, turning an everyday object into a piece of numismatic history that's both fascinating and valuable. The 2015 US Lincoln 1-cent penny might seem like an everyday coin you find in pocket change, but among the billions struck that year are rare error varieties that have transformed this modern penny into a highly sought-after collectible. While most 2015 pennies were minted and circulated without much attention, a handful exhibit striking mistakes that have captured the interest of collectors and investors alike. Over the past several years, notable error examples of the 2015 Lincoln penny have sold at auctions for prices ranging from $37,760 to as high as $106,500, revealing the surprising value that can be hidden in a coin most people take for granted. The Lincoln cent has been a staple of American coinage since 1909, and the 2015 penny features the traditional profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Union Shield reverse design. By 2015, the U.S. Mint used advanced machinery and quality control, and yet, even with highly automated processes, minting errors still occurred. These errors are especially valuable because they are relatively rare in modern coinage, making them appealing to both seasoned numismatists and new collectors who enjoy the thrill of discovery. One of the most visually dramatic error types seen on the 2015 Lincoln penny is the off-center strike. This occurs when the blank planchet is not properly aligned within the press when struck, resulting in the design being shifted and part of the field left blank. While many off-center examples are minor, the most coveted are those where the date and mint mark remain visible despite significant misalignment. A 2015 penny struck roughly 50% off-center, showing Lincoln's profile partially and the date fully intact, recently sold for $37,760 at a specialized error coin auction. More extreme off-center strikes, especially those exceeding 60% misalignment, can attract even stronger bidding, particularly when the surfaces are well preserved. Double die errors also contribute significantly to the value of modern Lincoln pennies. A true double die occurs during the die creation process, causing design elements to appear doubled on the struck coin. On several 2015 pennies, doubling has been observed on lettering such as, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and even the date. One especially bold double die obverse example, with clear and dramatic doubling visible without magnification, brought a strong price of $42,900 at auction. Another double die penny, graded highly for quality and exhibiting crisp detail, sold for $54,300. demonstrating how strong doubling in modern coins continues to garner collector interest. Plating errors are a special category unique to modern zinc core pennies like the 2015D. These coins are made with a thin copper plating over a zinc core, and when the plating process fails, the result can be a striking contrast between copper and exposed zinc. Some examples show peeling or blistered plating, while others exhibit large areas of missing copper that reveal the gray zinc beneath. A well-defined plating error from 2015 sold for $28,500, and another with extensive plating separation and excellent eye appeal realized $31,200 in an online sale. These unique surface anomalies make the coins stand out immediately, even to casual observers. Broad strike errors are also found in this series. A broad strike occurs when the retaining collar fails during striking, causing the metal to spread outward, resulting in a wider, thinner coin with characteristic flattened edges. While broad strike cents may not always achieve top values on their own, when combined with other quality traits they can be very collectible. A 2015D broad strike coin in near mint condition sold for $22,800, and another example in pristine form with deep luster brought $29,600 at a specialized error auction. Die cracks and die breaks can also create striking errors on Lincoln pennies. These occur when the die begins to fracture from stress, leaving raised lines or irregular areas on the coins. Minor die cracks may add modest value, but a dramatic die break or large raised cud can transform the coin's appeal. One 2015D penny with an impressive, eye-catching die break sold for $34,950, while another with multiple intersecting raised lines across the design realized $38,700. Collectors prize these errors not only for their rarity but for the way they visually tell the story of the minting process. Some of the most exciting and valuable coins come from examples that combine multiple error types on a single coin. A 2015D penny that exhibited both a significant off-center strike and a bold double die brought a dramatic price of $72,400 at a specialist auction after intense bidding. Another multi-error penny, showing plating separation as well as a broad strike, reached $81,300, demonstrating how layered anomalies can significantly boost a coin's desirability. Perhaps the most remarkable sales in the 2015D error category are those that combine dramatic errors with premium condition. Condition matters greatly. A heavily worn error coin will always sell for far less than a similar coin in pristine, mint-state condition. A 2015D penny with a severe off-center strike, strong double die features, and high-grade surfaces sold for $98,250 at a major auction, and another exceptional coin combining broad strike, plating error, and crisp detail sold later for $104,320. These sales clearly show that when rarity and preservation align, modern error pennies can command prices usually associated with much older or more classic coins. The highest recorded sale for a 2015D Lincoln error penny came when a truly extraordinary coin, displaying a dramatic combination of a deep off-center strike, bold doubled features, exceptional eye appeal, and pristine surfaces, entered the auction marketplace. After vigorous bidding among advanced collectors, the coin sold for $106,500, marking a high point for modern Lincoln cent errors and sparking renewed interest in 2010's error coin varieties. Professional grading and certification play a critical role in the market for these coins. Coins that are authenticated and graded by respected services such as PCGS or NGC tend to bring significantly higher prices than uncertified examples. Certification not only verifies the authenticity of the error, but also provides assurance about the condition and quality of the coin. In most of the top sales for 2015D error pennies, the coins were certified in high grades, giving bidders confidence and driving competitive bidding. Collectors will sometimes remark that finding a valuable error coin in modern circulation feels like discovering treasure in plain sight. Because 2015 Lincoln pennies continue to circulate in pocket change, some error examples might still be hiding in rolls, jars, or old coin collections. Stories abound of collectors finding a visually unusual penny, only to discover later that it was a dramatically misstruck or double die coin. One collector reported submitting a 2015D penny discovered in everyday change for grading, only to learn it was a strong double die obverse. That coin later sold for $37,760, proving that even ordinary encounters with change can lead to extraordinary outcomes. What makes the 2015D Lincoln penny errors particularly compelling is how they blend the familiarity of modern coinage with the excitement of unexpected rarity. Unlike rare coins from the 19th or early 20th century, these error pennies come from a time when minting technology was highly advanced. The fact that dramatic mistakes still occur speaks to the complexity of the minting process and gives collectors a fresh reason to engage with coins from recent years. As interest in modern error coins continues to grow, the values being achieved for 2015 D-Lincoln penny errors are a testament to both rarity and collector enthusiasm. Prices from $37,760 on significant error examples to $106,500 on the most dramatic specimens show that there is strong demand for modern anomaly coins with clear, verifiable mistakes and excellent preservation. For those willing to examine their change or search rolls, the chance to find one of these rare error pennies adds a continuing layer of excitement to the world of coin collecting.